Um, this is millionairebarber.com, and I also own the page manweaveunit.com and openyourschool.com. But today we have Mr. Kumasi. He's the owner of Networks Barber College, and I wanted him to share a little bit about his life story, about how the program that we have has helped him, and he's just going to tell you all a little bit about his life from his failures all the way up to his successes. He's doing really great now. He has several schools. They're accredited, government funding. He's giving back to the community. He's helped a lot of people. So with no further ado, Mr. Kumasi, welcome.
Thank you, Chan. I appreciate you taking your time out today, man, to interview me. My journey has been one that's been, it's been a process of just being resilient. I mean, there's been a lot of challenges being a school owner. I really didn't have the desire to start off as being a school owner, but as I worked in the barber shops and I just seen different things that motivated me to want to help people on a larger scale, and becoming a school owner. I think it's been going on a good. I think we opened in 2009, so it's going on a good 10, 11 years that we've been going through this process. And it's been an uphill battle, man. It's been an uphill battle, but it's starting to, like I say, it's paying off now. Our students are really being impacted by it. We had a lot of resistance, man. There's been a lot of resistance. A lot of days I wanted to give up and call it quits, and a lot of long nights. And I'm just thankful that I've had the opportunity to have mentors like you, because I mean, truth be told, Chin, when I met you in Atlanta, I think it was that. I met you in Atlanta, man, and that was the beginning of the shifting for me and my wife. The information, how you made yourself available to me, it was something that I just never really experienced, man, from a mentor aspect. Most people seemed like they were intimidated to help me because I don't know why, but I do appreciate you and your system, man, because it really helped me to be able to grow. I've always been the type of individual that I don't expect handouts or people to give me anything. It's just the information. And when I met you, you just gave me the information. I was already prepared financially because I had been saving and being disciplined, not spending my money unwisely. So when the opportunity came, and when I know we were connected, because you just walked up to me out of the blue and was like, I like those glasses on your face. And I was just like, just out the blue. And ever since then, you just was giving me information. And it was just like, me and my wife were just blown away, because we were like, man, like we haven't really met anybody that voluntarily given us this information without trying to get, their own personal gain. So that was just something that really helped me and encouraged me, you making yourself available through this process has really helped me, because one thing, success is not just individual. People don't understand that Networks Barber College is a mixture of a lot of other people, including, especially, Chin and what you've been doing to help. I mean, it's just a mixture of other people pouring into the success. So, I mean, I don't want to take credit like, oh, we're doing so well. We are doing well, but it's because of the people that I've surrounded myself around that's been able to give me some good information to build my business. And just having that support system for me has been the world of difference. When the days I want to quit, just being able to pick up the phone and talk to you, and you say, keep going, it's going to get better. And when I have questions, dealing with the Title IV funds, because a lot of times, I ain't gonna lie, man, I was intimidated by the process, because it's like, if you make a mistake, they're going to chop your head off. So I was fearful, man, and I was like, every corner, I feel like I'm making a mistake. They're gonna send me to jail, this, and that. So I just had to go through that process, Chin, and it took me up until, now to get to a place where I'm like, man, I'm a guy of integrity. What am I, all I'm doing is my best, and that's all I can continue to do. I mean.
Now, how was it when you got your accreditation? Because a lot of people scared. And when you got that ISS back, when we sent it to you, remember when I sent you the ISS?
Yeah, yeah.
Already done.
Yeah, man, I've been telling people, man, that's a big hurdle. A lot of people, they wonder like, well, why did you come and how did you get your financial aid, your accreditation so fast? And, I surpassed a lot of people that was teaching me. And it was just because, the information that, when I met you, you was like, this is what you need to do. I just trusted the process. And, I went through that process. The ISS, it was a lot. It was a lot. But I remember before I met you, I used to watch the videos that you had, and it was just like not reinventing the wheel. You know what I mean? And so it's just like you told me, it's a system already set in place. And all you got to do is just go through the process. You gave me insight on, third-party servicers. You're like, don't pick the cheapest one. Don't pick this one. And you just, and I just followed those instructions. I mean, and I really didn't do nothing like spectacular. I just was listening and following instructions.
Because I followed Miss Velma's instructions, Miss Velma DeMumber, and then she trained me and mentored me because we all need a coach. Now, when you went through the accreditation and then you finally got accredited, how did that, tell us about that?
I mean, that was just like an undescribable feeling. It was just like the process, it was, once it finally happened and we got accredited, I mean, it was just, at first I thought, oh man, everything was going to be just great after that point. I mean, we celebrated and we were happy and that was a great accomplishment. I thought after that point, I thought like that was it. Like I made it to that point and it was going to be smooth sailing from there on. But, it still was a process. I don't know if I answered that question.
Yeah. Now, how did you feel when you got your first disbursement, when they wired the first money to you?
Oh man, I was calling you every day, man. When they sent me the first $2,500, $3,000 electronically, because I wasn't really, a computer guy like that, and it's just, it was just amazing just to realize that, that it's just a click of a button that monies can be transferred into your business account from the government. So it kind of gave me confidence that I can really do business on a grander scale with the government, and it just boosted my confidence, and it made me just want to, just go forth and continue to be able to help students and go through that process, man.
Now, when you before you opened the school, did you tell people that you was getting ready to open the school?
Yes.
And what did they say?
Did I tell people?
Yeah.
Man, I told a lot of people, and some people believed it. Some people, they were just, waiting to see, and a lot of people was waiting to see. And when you gonna open? When is this gonna happen? So I had to learn how to deal with all the critics or the people, the noise that was, trying, I'm not gonna say it was a negative thing, but just I had to, through that process, and I've learned that, it's okay to project your vision, make it plain and speak about it, but also know when you have a vision that, sometimes you're not going to get the support from the people you think, that includes family. A lot of times when I tell people my vision, they think I'm crazy.
What TD Jake said, if you tell people your vision, he said, if they don't think you crazy or laugh in your face, you're not dreaming big enough. He said, you got to dream like a fool. Gotcha.
So that's confirmation too, man. So yeah, I feel better than that. I didn't know that then, but I didn't give up, man. It's about, I believe in just resilience, man. I feel like, it's just part of the process, and you can accomplish anything you want as long as you just stay focused and don't allow, don't be a drifter. Don't lose sight of what God has placed in you to do. And I can't mimic a chin, but I can take from chin and add to myself to help me, help my ministry excel. And that's just what I've done. I've just listened to people and try to take what I can take out of it and move forward. And it's just good to have wise counsel, man. And that's what I learned. It's good to have good people that want to see you succeed. And I tell my students that, like, you are the company you keep. You know, I had to go to a place where I didn't have any friends. All my friends was YouTube friends. You know, I got every friends on YouTube. They don't even know me, but I just, you know, that's what's helped me, man. Just finding the motivation from, you know, wherever I can, even if it's just like going to YouTube. I mean, your video, man.
I think we're back on.
Your video.
Okay.
Yeah, we're back on. I was just a call. Your video with TD Jakes, man. I used to just sit in the house, wake up in the morning, and just play it over and over. And when he was laying hands on you, I'm like, he laying hands on me too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? People, you know, and that was it, man. I just kept believing, listening to DVDs and tapes, and I know that God is not a respecter of person. If He can do it for one person, why can't He do it for me? And like I say, I'm just excited that I've had this opportunity to make a difference in so many people's lives, and I'm looking forward to continuing to have a positive impact on my students as long as I have this opportunity.
Now, you've been a barber too, correct?
Yes, sir. I've been cutting hair since I was 14 years old. I was unlicensed. I grew up in a barbershop family. My family owned barbershops in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I cut at Goldie's in Chicago, Illinois. I cut when I was in college. So I've been cutting hair since I was in ninth grade, man. I got my license when I was about 23, 24 years old.
Now,
college.
When did you start thinking about moving to that next level? Because a lot of barbers get stuck behind the chair and they never move to that next level, whether for the status, money, to give back or whatever. So what made you take that move to the next level from being a barber? It's almost like an NFL player to Jerry Jones, the football team owner.
For me, Chin, I mean, I enjoyed the process, but I just didn't feel fulfilled. Like, I feel like this is great being a barbershop owner, but I feel like it's more I feel like this wasn't my only purpose. Like, this more like, not to be arrogant about it, I just feel like this isn't it for me. I just didn't feel like I was fully walking in my divine purpose by just being a shop owner or a school owner for that matter. You know, I feel like, you know, people always say, well, man, Kumasi, you're doing good, but I'm not competing with anybody but myself. And I just have to be honest with myself. I just feel like when I go through certain experiences, I'm happy, but if I have an unction to just want more in a sense, or want to impact people on a grander scale. So I figured that I couldn't really do what I really wanted to do on that scale.
Okay, and that you writing a book too, aren't you?
I've been trying. Yeah, I'm in the process. I've been trying to write a book for about a year or so. I mean, I got a page done.
Okay. Now, do you care to share the title, or you just gonna wait till it comes out?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait on it because it's still in the process. It's still in the process.
Now, what kind of purchases have you made since, you know, owning the school, becoming accredited, getting the financial aid, the grants, because I'm sure your income has increased from being a barber to a school owner.
Definitely. You said what type of purchases? What do you mean? Like
you bought some stuff, haven't you? Have you been on some trips or bought some more property?
Lifestyle things, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, like this year, man, it's been an awesome year. Me and my wife have stood in faith. We stood in faith that every month we take a vacation this year. So this is the first year that we've been on vacation every month. You know, every month. We're going to Africa on November 10th to the 22nd for the first time. I'm going to visit Kumasi, Ghana. It's a dream that I always had. And this barbering industry has provided me the opportunity where I'm going to take me and my wife and my 4 kids to Africa for 2 weeks in November. We've been able to travel. I've been able to meet other people. I would say since this has happened, Chin, I had to get a new passport, man, because I've been traveling and just having different experiences, you know, just meeting different people. So, I mean, and that's the fulfillment that I've always, like, I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do, to enjoy my work, travel, and still be able to, you know, spend time with my family. And that's been the main thing. I've been able to not focus on, like, the paycheck system or even the client system. I remember when I first met you, you told me, I said, how many clients you got, Chin? You said 2. And I tell people that to this day, I got a client come in and I got 2 clients. I don't want to get rid of them because they've been so long. But it's like, I got like 2 or 3 clients that's been faithful. So it's just, it's just opened up doors where I can spend more time with my kids. I mean, I can wake up in the morning. I can make sure that they get on the school bus. If they need me to come to the school throughout the day, I can go do that. So it just frees me up a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's been lonely a little bit, but I wouldn't trade it for the world, man. I wouldn't trade it.
Now, when you was working in that shop, tell us you couldn't do a lot of this working in the shop, could you?
No, I couldn't do any of it working in the shop because it just tied me down. You managing different personnel. It was just like my energy was being sucked out of me. It was going I feel like my energy was being used inefficiently. Like, if that makes sense, it wasn't like being used properly. I feel like I was just wasting unnecessary energy, and it was like I was never gonna be able to get out of this box if I didn't jump out when I had the opportunity.
Now, did you tell any of the guys in that shop that you was going to open a school?
Yeah, I told them all that. That's one thing about me, man. I always told everybody what I didn't never care of like, they're gonna steal my dream and all of that. I always told it because I mean it was for me to keep me motivated as well, not to brag, but I had to keep speaking it and telling people till I knew it was gonna happen, and that was just part of the process. And to this day, I still. I've been telling people I was opening up this school in Inglewood last April when we bought the building. We just now getting open. So, it's just that process. Like, when you going to get open? Well, hey, we coming. We open.
Mm-hmm.
That process, be overcoming my fears and allowing people to, just letting them know this is what I'm going to do. Because I realized that no one can stop me except for me. No one can stop, take away what God has planned me to do except for me.
Now, those barbers, what year did you tell them you was going to open a school?
Man, what year was that? I want to say 2004.
2004. Now, right now we're talking, because this video is going to be forever on YouTube and all of this. It's 2018, October. We ready going to 2019. So that was 2004. Where are those barbers at right now?
They still in the same spot. I can go there and talk right now. They still there.
Still there.
Yeah, they still there. I mean, they still there, man. In the same situation, still living week to week. Some of them ain't took a vacation since 2004. I mean, it's unfortunate, but I mean, and maybe that's what they want to do. I don't know, but some of them they just still there, man.
Now, there are a lot of barbers that feel like they're in prison or chained behind that chair. A lot of them reach out to me every day through Instagram or whatever about joining the program and moving to that next level. What would you tell them? And some of them are skeptical, some probably scared, some probably don't trust me. I mean, what would you tell them?
I mean, for one, I would tell them, don't waste your time if they ain't serious, if they're just talking. Because you get a lot of people that they see that you're a success and they just want to just come and drain your energy just to talk. I would tell them though, but if you really are serious about this and you want to do it, then man, trust in the process. I mean, I genuinely never felt that you had any ulterior motives to not see me succeed. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think the genuineness about you, because you had no motivation. You just, oh, Kumasi, I need to make this or this. You just kept it real with me, man. And that's just something that is not a lot of out here. So when you run across genuine people, man, I just say cherish it. So for barbers that want to make that leap of faith, you just gotta jump, man. Like Steve Harvey said, jump. The parachute might not open right away, but just you gotta trust. I mean, because trust. I mean, I look at it like this, man. Really, everything is gonna work out for your good, even if it don't feel good.
Mm-hmm. So Nick, but you just opened up another location.
Yes, sir.
So how much is your tuition right now?
Right now, our tuition is, what is it, Pete? what's that? $15,900. Yeah. That's including supplies and kits and everything.
Mm-hmm. And then clinic floor, all of that. How much are your haircuts?
Man, we trust God on haircuts. A lot of times, man, our haircuts are like, I had $1 haircuts on Monday, $5 haircuts on Wednesday, $5 haircuts for seniors every day, $5 haircuts for anybody under 10. We do a lot of free haircuts. I mean, so our haircuts average from anywhere from dollar days to the most expensive haircut you're gonna get here is like $10.
And your students, how you getting your students to cut like the professionals out there? Because a lot of your students are cutting like pros.
My teachers, man, my teachers that I have here, they really have a passion for teaching. And the students, man, once you, that's a tough question. Ask that again, that question.
A lot of your students cutting like pros. You know, they already cutting like master barbers. Do a lot of them like you, you grew up in the barber shop, been cutting since you was a kid, just needed the license or what?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Some of my students come here, they can cut better than me, man. They've been cutting hair longer than I've been cutting hair. So they just need some encouragement on the book work or whatever. But, may need a little fine tuning, like if they can't use a razor. But a lot of times, man, I ain't gonna lie, some of my students have taught me some stuff about cutting. I'm quick to be like, I don't know how to do no graphics. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know how to do everything in hair cutting, but some of my students have showed me. So I try to keep an environment where it's not like, oh, because I'm the owner or because I'm the teacher that this is the only way. So I listen to some of my students' experience because some of them are older than me. Some of them have more experience than me in cutting hair. So I can't take credit on some of the skill levels that come to us. Some people just come to us. We get a lot of barbers that come to us that their skill level is just amazing. Their talent is amazing. So we just try to, I tell my students, when I meet with them, list some of your weaknesses and some of your strengths. Because if you feel confident in certain areas, I'm not trying to change that. I'm trying to help you in the areas where you may think that you're lacking. And if I can help in that area, and a lot of it is just encouraging them, helping them to build their confidence up of where they can operate in different environments besides their comfort zone environment that they're used to.
Now, another thing that I wanted to ask you about is, like, you're in Chicago, correct? So you got a school in, is it Calumet? How do you pronounce it?
Calumet City, Illinois. It's like it's a south suburb, kind of, not really. I don't know why they call it a suburb, but it's like a south suburb of Chicago. And it's about a good 40 minutes away from my schools in Chicago. I have one on 103rd, which is that I took over what used to be Chizap's Barber College, and then one on 65th and Ashland in Inglewood, which there's no barber college in Inglewood with financial aid, and we are the first to enter into that area because it's a lot of it's a crime infested area. You got a lot of poverty, a lot of homes, so that's just the place that we want to go and serve. We want to go serve. We want to go there and just help those individuals to become business owners. That's my passion, to teach people to be entrepreneurs, and to go out here and like I say, work for themselves, man.
So you got 3 schools?
Yes, sir.
3, okay. Now, there's another guy, Brad. He used to have a school.
Yeah, Brad's here. Yep, he here now. Thank God for him, man.
Yeah, the world is small. Another thing on the school, somebody watching right now, a barber probably from Instagram, they're scratching his head about a school, contemplating, and a lot of barbers are probably retraining. I hear a lot of them retraining students from when they've graduated from some schools in their city. So that barber that's thinking about that and wants to open up a school, what 3 things would you tell him?
if there's a person that's in a position,
a barber or stylist right now that wants to open up a school, they want to go to the next level,
I would say definitely trust yourself. That, I mean, if you're being unctioned to do that, you first of all, you got to believe in yourself. You want to find people that are already doing what you're doing and submit to their leadership. Submit to them if they have the time to pour into you. Get all the information you can, because it's about relationships. Keep good company, keep good people around you that's going to motivate you, that really want to see you succeed. And man, put God first, and you can do it.
Now I'm gonna share this screen because I want to go to your actual page where we can see your website. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see the screen.
So I'm gonna pull up your school. So this is your school, correct?
Correct.
All right. So I just wanted them to see this, because a lot of times when we're dealing with people, they don't believe stuff until they see it. Because they see you on here talking, but I'm pulling up your page, Networks Barber College. Now this picture right here, Kumasi.
This is old shit. This is an old, that's we need to revamp our website in due time, but it's been doing. I mean, this is an old, I'm not computer savvy, but this is like old.
I like this picture because I see Joe Flano, and almost every barber in the world knows him.
Yep. Joe Flano has been here, and we've participated in the MLB, and he's been a great asset to our students. He comes in, he teaches, he comes in, he motivates them. They check him out on YouTube and follow him. Yeah, Joe has been a great asset to the barber industry.
Okay. Well, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I thank you, Kumasi. It'll probably be people call you sometime, because I talk about you all the time, because they always say, well, who are some of your graduates or your students that went through the program on how to open a school or whatever? Who's doing good? And I say, hey, Kumasi up there in Chicago, he's killing the game. Yeah. And so they may look you up, but a lot of people know you too, believe it or not. Everywhere I go, if I see barbers, and I talk about school owners. So this internet has changed the game from everybody, in this barber world. I know when we started out, we didn't have this, posting pictures and we meeting people all over the world and stuff. So now this has really changed. So I commend you, and I'm proud of you, and keep up the great work.
You too, man, and keep them books rolling in. Your books have helped a lot of my students too, man. The Millionaire Ex-Convict and that Barber, the Millionaire Barber Stylist, man. So keep up the good work, Chin. I appreciate you, man.
Well, you let me know when you get your book, because I want to purchase one.
Okay, definitely. Oh.
All right. I thank you, Kumasi.
All right, thank you, man, and have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.